Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be telling you my MLB standings prediction. So up first I have the American League. So up first is American East. At first place I have the Rays. I just think they'll be the best team coming out 101 and 61. I just think that their batting will be pretty good. I just think their fielding will be amazing. I just think that they're going to be overall one of the best teams in the league. I just think that they'll finish with one of the best records and make it to the playoffs. My second place team is the Yankees. I just don't think they'll be good this year. I just think that the Yankees will end up being 94 and 90 or 68 because I think they'll be still better than a lot of teams, but I just don't think that they'll be as good as like the Rays or any of the other top teams. At in third place, I have the Blue Jays being 89 and 73. I just don't think they'll be as good as last year. I just think like getting the players they got and just trading in free agency and stuff. I just don't think that they'll be as good as they were last year. I just think their batting will be down. I just think their pitching won't be as good. But I just don't think. But I still think they'll be middle of the pack. My fourth place team is the Orioles, being 84 and 73 or 78. I mean, and I just think that the Orioles, being the Orioles, they won't be any good because I just think that the Orioles will just continue not to get any better. I just think they'll have another down year, and I just don't think with the players they got in the draft or free agency, I just don't think it'll work out. Just not no very good. The last place team in the American East is the Red Sox, being 79 and 83. So I just like the Red Sox. I just think they'll have another down year. I just think that the Red Sox won't be able to do anything impressive, but I still think they have good players. And I just don't think they'll be able to do anything like the Rays. Next, I'm moving on to the American Central. In first place, I have the Guardians being 102 and 60. I just think that they'll be one of the best teams in the league. I just think that the Guardians will be able to hit one of the most home runs, just hitting a lot of RBIs, just their pitching being consistent. I just think that their fielding is going to be like locked down, and I just think that the Guardians will be one of the best teams. My second place team in the Central might surprise some people. It's the White Sox. I have them being 89 and 73, better than last year. I just think that they have gotten some really good players, and I just think that this team will be able to be more consistently than they were last year, just hitting wise, fielding, pitching. I just think that their manager will help them to be really good this season, and I just think they'll be second place. And the third team is the Twins, just being middle 81 and 81. Just being the Twins, we all know they're probably not going to be the best or the worst. I just think that they're going to be middle of the pack, just hitting, or they're just going to, I think, be inconsistent. Some days they're good, some days they're not doing that good, and I just think they're going to be middle of the pack. My fourth place team might also surprise some people is the Tigers, being 80 and 82. I just think after last year, I just don't think they'll be any good. I just think that the Tigers will slip on like batting and fielding, but I think their pitching will be decent. But I just don't think they'll be any good like the Rays or the um, Guardians. And then my last place team is the Royals, being 78 and 84. The Royals have never been good. I just don't think they'll be good this season. I just think they'll also be inconsistent like the Twins, and I just think that they'll keep going down as the season goes on. And then I'm moving on to the last standing in the American, which is West. In first place, it might surprise some people. It's the A's being 81 and 81, being middle of the pack like the Twins. I think they're going to be the same like the Twins, being inconsistent, not like batting good, having low batting averages, just having or making a lot of errors in the field, and I just don't think their pitching will be that good. In second place, might surprise people is the Mariners being 80 and 82, being like a lot of the other teams like Twins, Royals, and all of them. I just don't think they'll be good. I just don't think their manager and will help them. I just don't think the players will be that good this year. I just think that they don't have many good players on the team since like Jazz Chisholm left. I just don't think they're going to be any that good. Third place team is the Astros, way down there, being 72 and 90. I just don't think the Astros weren't like who they used to be. I just don't think they will play like they were, like pitching wise, batting wise. But I do still think they'll be good in some spots, but not the others. I just think that the Astros will be third place in their division. My fourth place team is the Rangers, being 71 and 91. I just think that the Rangers have been slipping each year since they won the World Series. I just don't think that they'll be any more good as they were last year. Just slipping up in batting and just being slipping. And my last place team is the Angels. We all know they're not going to be any good. I have them 60 and 102. We all know since they traded a Shohei Ohtani that they're not going to be nowhere as near close to being any good. But I think they still have some good factors like Mike Trout and all that. But I just don't think they're going to be consistent at their batting, at their pitching, at their fielding. I just think they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league. So now I'm going to move on to the National League. So first off, I have the East. In first place, I have the Braves. I just think they've been playing the most consistently right now. I just think that they've been hitting really good, pitching really good. I just think that the Braves will come out to 162. I think they'll make the playoffs, but I just think that they'll be really good and just hitting overall. My second place team is the Phillies. I just think that they are going to be about the same, being 97 and 65. I just think that with Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, I just think they'll be able to hit a lot of home runs. But I just think they'll slip in some games and be kind of inconsistent. But I just think they'll end up in second place. In third place, I have the Mariners because at 92 and 70 because I just don't think they'll be the same as last year. I just think that the Mariners will kind of slip, but I still think they'll be really good with Cal Riley and just be in third place. My fourth place team might surprise people. It's the Mets, being 80 and 82. I just don't think the way they've been playing, they're going to be any good. I just don't think at the end of the season they're going to be a top team. I just think that the Mets will end up in fourth place. And then lastly, we all know the Nationals, I have them 79 and 83. I just think that they're not going to be that good. I just think that they have any good players. I just don't think their pitching, hitting, fielding will be any that good this season. Moving on to the Central, the most I know about it. At first place, I have the Cubs being 95 and 67. I just think that the Cubs will be getting better each season, but I just think that they'll be the best out of the standing. I just think their hitting will be good with Alex Bregman, Dansby Swanson, all of them. I think their pitching will be good with Shota and Managa. I just think their fielding has been really good recently, and I just think they'll get first place. At number 2, I have the Brewers, of course. I have them being 90 and 72 because I just think they won't be as good as the Cubs. I think they've been slipping here recently, and I just think they'll be second place. And surprisingly, I have the Pirates being tied with the Brewers. I know that's going to shock some people, but I just think that the Pirates are going to make a comeback in the second half and be tied with the Brewers. I just think that their batting will improve, fielding will improve, and pitchers will improve. I just think that they'll improve. My fourth place team is the Cardinals, being 87 and 75. I think they'll be better than last year. I just think they're improving with a bunch of young players like J.J. Witherholt. And I just think that they're going to be hitting good with Jordan Walker. And I just think that this team is going to be good, but not as good as the other teams. And my last place team is the Reds. This team is kind of confusing to me since they were really good at the beginning of the season. Now they're kind of falling off. I think they're going to be 87 and 77. I just don't think after what they've been doing recently they'll be able to put anything back. I just think that they'll be the last place. And then the last standing I have is the National West. First place, I have the Padres being 99 and 63. I just think they'll be able to bat good, with Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr. I just think their pitching will be really good, but I just don't think they'll be good as like the Braves or the Rays. My second place team, my chalk people, is the Dodgers. I know they're not first place, being I have them 97-65. I just think they'll be as good as they were last year, the year before. I just don't think they'll win the World Series. I just think like Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, all of them will have a down year in batting, fielding. I just don't think they'll be in the first place like they have been. My third place are the D-backs, Diamondbacks, being 92-70. I think like Corbin Carroll will help them get to this, but I still think they'll be inconsistent. I just think that the Diamondbacks will be middle of the pack. And my fourth place team is the Giants, being 82-80. I just don't think the Giants have a really good team. I just don't think the Giants will be able to like prove anything. I just don't think they'll be able to do any good. And my last place team in the National West is the Rockies, being 74-8-84. I don't think they'll get much better, but I think they'll get better from what they were last season. I just think that their hitting, fielding, pitching will improve, and I just think that their manager will help them. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe to never miss a video like this, and make sure you share with anybody else.